Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a todos. Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shear and I'm the Spiritual Director and Founding Minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to know more about our center, then please contact me or put a comment wherever it is that you are watching this video. Today is Saturday, December 26, 2020. Normally we like to get through this year faster. For some reason, I'm trying to slow it down. So we are continuing with our annual theme, which is 2020 Spiritual Vision. And the topic for this month of December has been celebrating divine truth. The topic for this week is making magic. We open each week with a spiritual practice called affirmative prayer, which is also known as spiritual mind treatment. And this is a powerful tool and a practical tool that shifts our consciousness so that we are open and available to the good that is already present in our life. So let's move into today's service with intention, as we do each week with a reading from the Creative Thought magazine. I'll be reading today from December 26, 2014. And just a reminder that spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person, so I invite you to close your eyes and take these words as your own if you so choose. I am the infinite. God is infinite and absolute, with no beginning and no end. I am absorbed by this truth and surrender to the limitlessness of creation. There is nothing that is not woven with creative intelligence, and I know right here and now that this perfection is woven within me. The energy and light of God are coursing through my veins, and I am the infinite. I know with certainty and faith that the power and presence of the one mind are divinely guiding me. The light of the light is shining so brightly through my experience that I can only see it. My heart and mind are connected, and my life is filled with beauty, love, light, joy, and abundance. Many opportunities to explore my highest and best self are provided to me. I am open and receptive to the infinite potential that exists within me. I accept that I am spiritually magnificent, and I present this truth to the world. I express myself freely and lovingly in all that I do. I know that as these words are expressed, a deep sense of unconditional gratitude fills every part of my being. I am grateful for the infinite expressing through me at all times, and for the law of mind that makes it so. I release it and let it be so, and so it is. And that was submitted by Reverend Steph Sanimon. So let's review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. So our purpose is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, which is to educate and support each other so we can create the life we desire that works for us right now. And our mission is to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. So at this time, I like to welcome everyone, whether this is the first time here to a Center for Spiritual Living or here with us in Puerto Vallarta. Whether you have come to us in person or whether you have been watching online, know that you are welcome. Whatever path that you have been on, please know that you are valued and welcome here. So here at the center, we teach a philosophy called the science of mind. It's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. And we offer spiritual tools and principles so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. We've already experienced one of these tools this morning with our spiritual mind treatment. And each week we offer a service with an inspirational message. And normally this would be done at our downtown restaurant in Puerto Vallarta, but we are now in a higher risk and are quarantined for these 10 days between December 25th and January 10th. So perhaps once we have had our quarantines and restrictions lifted, we'll see about getting back together so that we can enjoy some home style cooking and our conversation afterwards. But in the meantime, I welcome you to my home. Mi casa es su casa. And again, if you have any questions or comments, you can post them here or send an email directly to me and I'll respond. So last month, we looked at living as compassionate conduits. And this month, we have been celebrating divine truth. The first week, we welcomed the shadow. The next week, we looked at preparing the way. And last week, we looked at cultivating light. This week, we are looking at making magic. Making magic. What a joyful intention of life. Life does not create randomly. We are each using the law of mind to create a magical, joyful, enchanting life through our understanding of it and to the degree that we cooperate with it, the law. So I'd like to start with a quote that I'd like to share with you. And this is from Patrick Harbola's book, Magic of the Soul. He says, recognizing that spiritual force, the magic of each individual soul, is present and active in every experience. Through daily practice, people can dramatically change how they respond to life's challenges and infuse the direction of their lives with greater peace, fulfillment, and meaning. So we're going to look a little deeper today with these three key points. Number one, finding magic in the ordinary. Number two, welcoming in that which we've been prepared for. And number three, slowing down and celebrating. So, finding magic in the ordinary. Well, life is magical. Do you see it? It's enchanting, it's mystical, awe-inspiring. How magical is it that we can connect and communicate with each other even during this pandemic via Zoom FaceTime, Messenger, cell phone, many ways that technology has brought us that way of communicating other than in person, face to face. Technology is magical in that we continue to reveal, refine, and apply new ideas to this life we share. The ways nature interacts is remarkable. For example, watching a sunrise or a sunset, watching a flower bloom, or the rain or snow fall and feed the earth. It is hard to not be inspired by the magic of it all. We may not believe in magic as creative, but that the creative life is magical. Do you remember any of the gifts that you received as a child at Christmas? Christmas in particular, since we have just celebrated it yesterday. Well, I remember receiving an Easy Bake Oven one year and a spirograph set another year, but I don't remember the gifts from every year. But these two probably stand out the most because I could be creative and make things all year round. And I'm sure most years I received at least one toy that was on my Santa wish list. But more important than the gifts were the memories. Grandma making plum pudding with caramel sauce made from scratch, baking cookies and butter tarts with Mom, and tobogganing in the dark after Christmas dinner at the local golf course. This year was an opportunity for a new tradition. Thanks to technology and Zoom, I spent Christmas morning with my children and their partners. We even had guest appearances with all of our pets. 2 dogs, 5 cats in total. So during our conversation, I asked my kids what their favorite memory of Christmas was. And they both said that they looked forward to receiving their special Christmas tree ornament, a family tradition that I started when they were babies. Something ordinary, yet magical. So welcoming in that which we've prepared for. I'm currently in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, as you know. And of course, we don't get snow here for Christmas, well, at any time of the year. But the city is still decorated with all the festive lights, the trees, and the ornaments. Yet for me, it still seems odd not to have snow. So it's challenging for me to get into that festive spirit. But Christmas isn't just about the snow, the decorations, and the gifts under the tree. It's about the consciousness. We are always mindful that we get clear about the what, but leave the how up to spirit. If the path is unlikely, it's easy to miss that magical moment of synchronicity, wisdom, clarity, and peace. Being mindful daily and reflecting on the new ways we can experience love, joy, and peace showing up allows us to become more and more receptive to that infinite divine truth that is ever present, awaiting our recognition of it. So open the door of your heart and your mind and welcome in the good, your good, and say yes to life. Here's another magical quote from The Magic of the Soul. Finding the magic in every situation is a technique that can help us to accept whatever is happening in each moment. If it is magical, we can use it to increase our expression of soul energy and learn from the experience. So that brings me to our third point, which is to slow down and celebrate. There's magical moments everywhere. We need to be receptive to recognize and receive them. Christmas Eve, I went out to listen to a Christmas performance put on by one of my friends. It was a very intimate concert, meaning that there were very few people there, keeping in line with the protocol for the pandemic here. But everyone seemed so happy and alive. Life is good, and it shows. To pause and celebrate those small moments of joy, to experience the wonder of life, and to be awed by the magical life is to know the presence of the infinite. After the show, while waiting for my ride home, people were wishing Merry Christmas to passersby, complete strangers. But yet there was that excitement amongst everyone that was out and about. And I also noticed all of the lights at night that I wouldn't normally see from my apartment. It was quite joy-filling to see how much, despite the restrictions that we're under right now, but there was still so much joy and excitement in everyone. So it's important to pause and celebrate, like I had said, but not just um, knowing the presence of the infinite during prayer or practical spiritual practice, but also the possibility of living those magical moments with people in our life, whether they're friends or family or complete strangers. We need to slow down and be open to the magic of who we are together as humankind and letting us be an effortless revelation of spirit. Notice the small ways that we come together in the spirit of life that impact our life in a big way. Being kept at home for so long, it's so nice to see another face with his eyes smiling and having them wish a season's greeting and being able to respond back to them the same. It's been a year, and it's so important to continue to spread that love and the joy that we have amongst each other. I'd like to share this quote from Dr. Ernest Holmes. He says, "A miracle is merely something we are not accustomed to seeing or experiencing. In reality, there are no miracles, for what seems to be a miracle is but a supremely natural law." So in other words, All of those special greetings are not miracles, they are naturals. So I'd like to share with you these lyrics from a song, The Magic of Christmas. And if you would like, just take a moment to close your eyes gently and just listen to these words. The magic of Christmas. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. It's the season to be jolly and be thankful for all that we have. All the lights and decorations put up in anticipation of the joyful celebration that's on its way. We're counting the days till it's time for Christmas Day. Oh, and God bless us, everyone, the good and the bad, the happy, the sad. Oh, and God bless us, everyone. Here's to family and friends. It's good to be here again. On the streets, there's children laughing, people smiling as they're passing. Christmas time is here. Our waiting is done. Wishing it could last forever, not just the 12 days in December. Through the year, let's try to remember that special way that everyone feels. It's the magic of Christmas Day. So fill your heart with love and joy, and through the eyes of girls and boys, share their wonder. Live through their joy. It's easy to do. Just open your heart. The Spirit will come to you. Oh, and God bless us, everyone, the good, the bad, the happy, the sad. Oh, and God bless us, everyone. Here's to family and friends, and it's good to be here again. Which brings me to our closing thoughts. We are not magicians using smoke and mirrors. We're metaphysicians using principles and laws, experiencing, yes, magical lives. The magic is real, and it is for everyone who chooses it. Pause and notice the magical, mystical life that we are living. If it's not happening to you, but rather it's happening through you and as you. Envision your boldest, highest idea for life and align with that in your thoughts, your words, and your deeds. Allow your imagination and delight in life to empower your thoughts, the inspiration to guide your word, and the faith to fulfill your deed. And here is today's affirmation. I am making magic every time with the power, presence, and authority of divine truth in me. Let me read that again as I misprinted the slide. So our affirmation is, I am making magic every time I align with the power, presence, and authority of divine truth in me. So now is our time of mindful giving and financial support for our spiritual home. And we rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science of mind. And we bless the financial gifts that you give and know that every donation is greatly appreciated, no matter how much or how little that you are giving. Each gift is a blessing. So at this time, we would normally pass the basket for donations, but in the meantime, you can use our PayPal, which is on our website. If you just go to our website, www.cslpv.org, on the landing page, you will see a Donate Now button. And when you click on that, you'll have the option to pay through PayPal. Or alternatively, you can send a paper check to us at CSLPV number 403 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, Canada, V1Y8N1. So now if you would like to join me in our offertory affirmations. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for joining me here today. And know that you are blessed, you are loved. Namaste.